To you live. We are now in the second quarter, technically, of 2024.
That's true.
It's Michael with.
Tatiana.
Hey, once again, it is Watch for the Hook Wednesdays on the Watch for the Hook Business Entrepreneur Podcast.
You to say entrepreneur. You
Entrepreneur.
say entrepreneur. I'm sorry.
Entrepreneur.
Anyway, go ahead.
See, she just messed my vibe up right there. But that's why we keep it 100 with y'all.
Yes,
So
we
check
do.
this out, man. We really appreciate y'all tuning in with us every Wednesday. Watch for the Hook Wednesdays.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
always you can come by www.watch4, the number 4,
Mhm.
thehook.com. Check out our latest apparel. We got something new coming for y'all. Just
We
keep hanging in there with
do.
us.
We do.
As our small business asses keep saying,
Joe.
we hanging in there. So me and Miss Parker finna get ready and come off the top of the rip for y'all. We're gonna talk
Mm.
about staying outside of the box that they try to put you in.
Yeah. So ultimately, it is you thinking outside of the box, but trying not to get put in one at the same time.
And a
Right?
lot of times, and we talked to y'all about we've been in business since 2019.
Yep.
And a lot of times people will be like, hey, y'all just sell t-shirts.
Mm.
And a lot of times that used to hit us a certain way.
It did. Kind of offensive.
Yeah,
Like,
because
just?
and because in 2019,
What you mean, just?
we put out 2 short sleeve t-shirts, 2 long sleeve t-shirts, a
Wait,
hoodie,
wait, wait, wait.
and
2019, 2020.
2020,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm all
Yes,
about
we did.
the numbers.
So when we launched in April of 2020,
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
put out 2 short sleeve t-shirt
We did,
designs
we
off the
did.
rip,
Yeah.
which a lot of people can't do, and we've learned from that.
Two
Right?
designs, one colorway each.
And one was text and graphics,
Yeah.
and one of them was text.
Oh, was it? No, they were both text and graphic.
The graphics was the
Oh,
glove.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
we learned. So off the rip, 2 separate designs, one text, then one text and graphic.
Yeah.
So then we came back a few months later.
Yeah.
We dropped short sleeve in July. So
Mm-hmm.
now we listen. That's when you learn it. You fresh out the boat. You didn't realize you shouldn't have came that fast, that
Yeah.
quick. And so we came back in July with 2 long sleeve,
One colorway.
one- 2 colorways.
One colorway each.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forget how that colorway thing
Yeah,
goes.
one colorway each.
So we came back with 2 long sleeve designs, one text and graphic, and another one was text and graphic. But the text and graphic on the blue one, which was a cryptic
Yeah.
blue, was on the sleeve.
So it was split.
It was split. So listen, we tell y'all, we came outside the box from the jump.
We did.
And so when you're looking at people trying to say, oh, y'all just doing t-shirts, or you're just a t-shirt company who used to try to offend us because we were like, no, we technically wasn't just t-shirts. We came with t-shirts because that's just be honest. That's the easiest thing to do.
That's the route you probably should take.
Yeah. And so we jumped that box real quick.
We did.
But looking back on it, we jumped the box real quick.
Probably so.
And then later on that year, we dropped a hoodie.
We did.
And then later on that year again, we dropped a beanie.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we dropped 4
One, two,
rounds
four. Yeah, four different rounds.
in 1 year.
Product.
So let's just be honest. For a starter company
That's a lot.
off the grip, we dropped 6 products in less than 8 months.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. Now now in the 2024 version of us, we understand that was what? A lot.
It was a lot. It wasn't necessarily a wrong move or a bad move. It was just a move, that helps you learn. And it helped us learn tremendously. But even with that, like when you're getting ready to start your business or launch your business, however, where we feel you're getting those business cards because at that point, the business card, that's big shit.
Oh yeah.
It's just something about a business card that makes you feel like, "Ooh, I'm legit."
And if you think about starting a business, apparel line, you need to come by www.watch4, the number 4, the hook.com.
Right.
Get that podcast or monetization call. This gives you 30 minutes with me and Miss Parker
That's right.
for now 5+ years in the game.
Ooh,
Still, listen, still selling. So,
and got new stuff on the horizon.
listen, we already got 2024 mapped out.
Yeah.
So, real talk, we got 2024 ready for y'all. If you're like, whoa, we ain't seen nothing from y'all just yet.
Mm-mm.
Don't worry. Plot, plan, strategize.
Yeah.
We're learning things. And so we want to give y'all 30 minutes of our time to see if you are ready to go down the entrepreneur route.
That's right.
And we're not going to say we're experts. We're just going to say we're going to help you decide if you are willing to go down that journey. Because let's just keep it a buck, Miss Parker. A lot of people think this is a get rich quick
Child.
scheme, and oh, you're gonna be balling, you're gonna be all over the world in 6 months or later. Listen,
So,
no,
like, legit, like you were just saying, like, I don't say I'm an expert, but what I will say is that on that call, I will expose to you and with you just how much skin in the game we have.
we also got an episode about skin in the game.
But so, like, going back, because we digress, we always do, but that's just how our conversations happen.
Yep,
They do.
they happen to flow.
They do. It ebb and flow. Is that what they call it?
Kevin,
Ebb and flow. So, just starting out, we were getting ready to do our business cards. And that was a big thing, super huge thing. And most people are like, okay, you know, classically or traditionally on a business card, you put your logo on there. And now most people are like, okay, you have a brand. So what's the theme of your brand? And I didn't realize just how fucking annoying that question is, or that assumption is, or that expectation is, until we got ready to do our updated business card, which now would probably need to be on its third or fourth iteration because your card should evolve with you. So thinking outside the box and trying not to be placed into one is, to me, it goes back to um putting yourself in that box with what's your theme? Like for us, it was big. People ask, so what's your brand? Like, what are y'all doing? In the first card on our, we said we had a lifestyle apparel brand. And then as times changed, it was like, okay, are you athleisure? Are you athletic wear? Are you t-shirts? Are you, or as the offensive, just
just JUST,
The T ain't even always on there.
JUSS.
Yeah, JUS is just t-shirts. Like, okay, so now am I supposed to put on a card that I am, t-shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, product sweaters, hoodies, um, zip up hoodies. Like, damn, what we doing? That used to piss me the entire hell off. And it didn't piss me off until I got to like the second or third iteration. And it's like, I feel like now, and you just flipped the damn card over. On the first iteration, with us being a lifestyle apparel brand, that's what we put on there because we thought that's what we were supposed to do.
Flip the car because I thought she was ready to flip it. But my bad. I just anticipated too early. I
Yeah,
pulled you to pass a little early. Miss Parker. My
you
bad.
did. You
I was trying to get the assist.
I wasn't
So I
ready.
caused a
You
turnover.
did. You did.
My bad.
But even on the first card, we've got on the front lifestyle apparel brand, which is, at that point, that card had what we thought would have been the logo. It wasn't.
Nope.
We figured out quickly that wasn't the logo. That's not what worked for us. On You flip it over on the back, we thought we was doing big color shit.
Big business. Big business.
We had those are people say you're supposed to tell them what you offer, products available, when in actuality, if you just go to the damn website.
www.watch4, number 4, the book. Oh,
Now you see how I just gave you, that was an assist for
I
me.
appreciate it 'cause I just dunked that bitch. March Madness on your ass.
But You flip the card over. So now we're putting on their products available. Short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, polos, hoodies, beanies. Like you putting on the front of that card that we are a lifestyle apparel brand. That was beyond boxing us in. Because at that moment in time, that point in history, because it's past, so it's history now.
It's 2020, late 2020,
Right.
made that call.
Right. We trying to say we're a lifestyle apparel brand because we have people constantly asking us. Now we realize, no, we probably didn't fit lifestyle apparel brand. We didn't fit it then. We may fit it now, but why should I have to stamp on my car what kind of brand I have?
So I'm gonna give you a back history
Okay.
to why my Simple Simon ass chose that shit.
Why you choose that? Because I'm
The
trying to figure that
lifestyle
shit out
brand,
now.
the lifestyle brand tag. All right, so years ago, I fell in love with a rapper who had a shoe line. This was before me and Miss Parker got married. And I used to bust them shoes out all the time. And as I've gotten older, man, them hoes were some of the Simple Simon ass shoes ever. But simple does not mean boring. Check that episode out too.
Wasn't it?
So I am a guy with simplicity can get you a long way. I'm not going to advertise the shoe line I talked about because it doesn't exist anymore. But it was quote unquote a lifestyle shoe. It was a shoe that was regular, and some rich motherfucker put their name on it,
Yeah.
and I bought it because I supported that person or
Yeah.
entity. But the shoe actually was a cool
It
shoe.
was a good
Design was good, and it lasted about 4 or 5 years. Let me tell
Okay.
y'all right now, millionaires are putting out brands that last 4 or 5 years.
So let me put this to you in the most eloquent business manner. Okay.
Mhm.
So what you're saying to me is those who are financially fit, those who have the platform, those who have the capabilities and access to resources, right?
All
Tho-
of that.
Some of those, who do fit the box of millionaires, they will put out a brand and in 4 to 5 years they will sunset a brand.
Just to break even.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they lost nothing.
Right.
And so if they're willing to just do shit for 4 or 5 years to break
Right.
even,
Right.
and we talked about this in the last episode, for the small to medium business owners, they have to float America.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it pimping right now. We are floating America. Honestly, we're floating the world.
Oh Lord.
It's like if me and Miss Parker could go to South America, because I love taking South America
I
and do
plan on going there.
a business trip and just do some things and figure out what's going on in South America, it's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
If you go across to Eastern Europe, it's going to be the same.
Right.
You go to Sub-Saharan Africa, and I say Sub-Saharan Africa because if you understand geography, most of the top part of Africa is desert.
Yeah.
Means ain't nobody doing much of shit up there.
No.
Most of the business is small to medium.
So they
They're
need to go
keeping
look up.
everybody alive.
They need to go do a little bit of research on the continent of Africa.
Yes.
Not the
Okay.
country.
The continent.
The continent.
Even let's just go to the continent of India. The continent of India is about the size of Texas,
Mm.
landmass wise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That bitch supporting 62% of small businesses across the world.
Yep.
Look it up.
Yep.
And if you say I'm lying, it ain't by much.
Go
It
ahead.
ain't by much. You might say my pocket was 57%.
Right.
The fuck is 5%?
You know,
Between 6 billion people.
I'm a numbers person, so our error that we usually go by is about 3%. Give or take. That
That's
we
what we're
say.
talking
Give or
about.
take.
We're talking about the box you put in. Me and Miss Parker have sat in on questionnaires, meetings,
Mm-hmm.
and they've said, can you come to a certain continent? I didn't say country.
Right. Right.
Can you come to a certain continent for a business symposium? We're looking at you all. Who finna give me and Miss Parker 7,000? Listen, we a family of four. Who finna give us $7,000 up front?
Right. I mean, I go if you give it to
Like,
me.
listen, I love my mother. I love my mother-in-law. I can't put the pressure on holding a middle school child and a high schooler
Yeah, child,
for me and her to go across
they
halfway
got a
across
lot.
the world
They got a lot.
to figure out if our business can make it.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're talking about. Not being in that box. That box does not just mean two really small squares.
Yeah.
That box can mean whole geographical that you deal with.
Which, if you think about it in retrospect and you reverse engineer it, if you put on if you put on your business card that you are a lifestyle apparel brand, is now the accountability factor for you to live within the box of lifestyle apparel brand? You see what I'm saying?
But listen, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna dig you down a level
Uh-oh.
deeper. Who lifestyle?
Right.
Who- See, let me bring it back. This a black-owned business.
Small
So
B.
small black-owned business
It's a whole
means
nother level.
okay. Small black-owned business means one level is black
Right.
lifestyle
Yeah. Culture.
culture
Culture. We got the culture champ hoodie too.
for the culture vultures.
Yeah.
For all the culture vultures. And I'm gonna tell y'all, they still biting.
Mm-hmm.
And I say us, not talking about just watch for us. They still biting the
As
whole
in the
culture.
culture.
They still biting the culture. They ain't gave us nothing. Me
Nope.
and Miss Parker was sitting and talking about earlier today. I'd be remiss to not talk about who founded Black Wall Street. I think we still need to talk about this again. So I'm gonna let Miss Parker give her soliloquy on the Black Wall Street aspect because we talk about outside the box. So I'm gonna talk about outside the box of the state of Arkansas because me and Miss Parker already got some things when we see Caucasian people walking around
Oh my
Arkansas
God.
since 1836. So I'm just gonna let that sit right there.
You right.
Arkansas to 1836, and you maybe still thinking that same way. We gotta get you outside your box.
Right.
So I'm gonna let Miss Parker take this away.
So the whole thing about Black Wall Street was essentially, you know, Black Wall Street happened in Oklahoma,
Yes.
Tulsa, essentially. Um, it was a small community. I can't think of the name of the community right now. You put me on the spot.
It's fine. Listen,
Um,
this is just about historical
but
context.
in essence, very, 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 very big picture. The guy that initially had the gumption, the the kump to go and start.
The with you attitude.
Right. To spearhead the Black Wall Street effort was a guy from Arkansas.
Fort Smith.
Yeah, he just crossed on over that state line. 'Cause Fort Smith ain't but a finger snap from the Oklahoma border.
Yep. You can throw a rock and damn near be in Oklahoma.
Yeah, so it was nothing to migrate over that way after, was it the Homestead Act?
Yeah, the Homestead Act basically was what the government said. As long as you do not take up arms against the United States government, they will give you land
Yeah.
as a prize.
What year is that?
1870,
No, 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 no.
1868, 1868. Listen, it was so close to the Civil War and the end of slavery that it
Okay.
basically went together. And listen, play historian, but I'm not a historian.
Right.
If you can correct me on the Homestead Act,
Welcome that all the time.
take that all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Welcome
we just want to educate people that, listen, the Homestead Act gave a bunch of white folks the issue of land as long as you did not take up arms against the United States government. That was the pride.
Yeah. Moral of the story is very big picture. Dude, it was either his last name was Furlow or Yellow or something. I can't really remember it.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this,
I'm
but
sorry, I put on the spot.
he did put me on the spot. But he crossed the border and went over there to Oklahoma City to Oklahoma to Tulsa and essentially created the or spearheaded that whole Black Wall Street uh process. I won't say
Yes.
overtaking anything like that. I'm just gonna say
He
process.
just gave folks an idea and see
Yeah.
what we can do.
Or he probably just shared his idea.
Yeah.
And he shared, honestly, let me tell you what he did. He shared his idea alongside his access to resources to make this shit happen.
That was the biggest key.
Yeah, the resources.
Access to resources.
Resources.
And 9 times out of 10, that meant somebody who could give him a dollar.
Yes, and that's exactly what it was. For what he did, people go get MBAs to do that now.
Oh, what's the definition of NBA again?
Masters of Business Administration.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
have
You
one.
know I got an acronym city.
I know. I appreciate it. I don't have one of those.
But I mean, that's what he helped. He helped do. So this whole boxing yourself in, like, just be mindful of that from the beginning, because I wouldn't dare put on a business card now. The us from 2020 to 2024, then to now, I wouldn't dare put on a business card that we're a lifestyle brand, lifestyle apparel brand. I believe we're well fucking more than that.
I just think we're a culture brand.
That's it.
I think we're a brand
That's
of
it.
culture. And also, I would be remiss for when we're talking about not being boxed in, that we do not salute those people who fought outside the box. The Freedman Bank people, the People's Trust Bank, the people who have ran a gauntlet, who have fought something different. And yeah, I'm dropping the names because I want to just get our understanding for our culture.
And I believe Mr. African American man, black guy from Arkansas that spearheaded Black Wall Street. I believe he had initially like the People's Bank, something
Yeah,
like that set
yeah,
up. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there.
exactly. We are putting it out there because at the end of the day, you never know if you're in the box till you bust out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those small business owners, medium business owners, understand you are probably in a box. Understand you getting out that box is only one push away. It's only one thought away.
That's right.
And so what we're talking about getting thinking outside the box is that, hey, when you look at those people that are large business owners now, just rewind. Do your research. Go back 50, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. They weren't there.
That's right.
Yeah. And you'll be surprised that you'll be right where they are right
Right.
now. So I'm gonna let Miss Parker take the last word and get us on up out of here.
So all I really have to say is don't let the box you in.
Move the box. Don't box.
He said don't box.
Don't get boxed in. And we'll catch y'all next time.